I have won! I caught you! Fish, you and I. For 3 days and 3 nights we battled. I never slept nor ate. I fought and fought until I triumphed. They all said I would never catch any fish. But I am a fisherman. The last fisherman of Krat. If not I, then who? I rowed out to prove that even the greatest fish of the sea could not defeat me. Indeed, I did. I caught it. I fought the beast for 3 days and 3 nights. No food, no sleep. In the end, I caught it with my bare hands. A great toll is taken on my body. Why? Because I am a fisherman, of course. The petrification disease, carcass monsters, none of that matters. Any day the sun also rises, so does the tide. And a fisherman must head to sea to bring in the catch. That's what I wanted to teach the fools in the village. You would help an old man? Refreshing in one so young. All right, go to the village and find that foolish brat, Manolin. Find him and tell him I caught the fish. And get the beer he holds for me. After battling this fish for 3 days, I am exhausted. It's time to celebrate my triumph, and a beer is just what I need. They all said, but indeed,
How in the world are you still alive? You really are one of the luckiest fellows I've ever met. All that effort to stop you down the drain. Proud of yourself? It's no great mystery, lad. For myself, obviously. Wait, you expected some grand speech on justice, honor, and duty? Meaningless concepts in this world. No speeches, just action. I just need to carry out my part in Sir Simon's grand plan. And then, I'll reap all the rewards I have sown. Whoever lives, dies, or fights means nothing to me. Let us take you, for example. You think your story means anything? You are a nuisance. To be disposed of. A nobody. Veronique was a nuisance too. One who dug too deep. The legendary stalker and the leader of the sweepers. Two troublesome sides of the same coin. It is indeed unfortunate that my trap built for two snared only one. That so-called legend, Leia Florence, evaded my scheme. But you know where she is, don't you? I'm so glad you mentioned this. Of course, I too want only peace. You see, I abhor violence. We are not savages, my good fellow. I am grateful the alchemist dealt with Veronique. I find such things distasteful. Now, it's your turn. And what could be a more peaceful solution than you simply not resisting and allowing me to do what I must? You truly are a nuisance, and in more ways than one. But the game's end here. An elixir of great power, crafted by the most brilliant alchemist as reward for my contributions. Can only keep secrets when they're buried with them. Everything else gets out. Human beings can only keep secrets when they're buried with them. Everything else gets out. Now, on to more legendary challenges, or she too will die. You truly are a nuisance, and in more ways than one. But the game's end here. An elixir of great power, crafted by the most brilliant alchemist as reward for my contributions. Now that you've seen this place, I'll ensure your suffering ends for good. What is happening? Young fellow, hear me out, please. I can explain everything. All of it. Please, just... don't kill me. All this happened. All of it. Because of the alchemist and their damned infighting. I had to pick a side. Don't you see? I'd have ended up like Veronique. Or your precious legend. I had to choose. I chose Simon's side. I only did what he commanded. Please, I beg for mercy. If I did evil, it was not of my design, it was them. This isn't common knowledge. But when Valentinus ran things, she was... what was it? Off limits. Whatever she got up to, we were told to ignore it. To pretend it wasn't happening. But even as Simon gathered more power and influence, she remained loyal to Valentinus. And when she and Simon came into direct conflict, a bounty was quietly and unofficially placed on her head. Competition was fierce. Veronique's faction This is a mistake. But the cure, it was complete. Worked on carcass, as they said. I was to have a stronger body, one immune to disease and infection. I was to become... But no. It must have been a mistake. They gave me the wrong one. The wrong elixir. I must have treatment. I must. My good, kind... You're just leaving me. But you must take me with you. You cold-blooded rogue.
I'll be honest, it's the terrible conclusion that schemers like him face in the end. What a fall from grace. He had everything. Why throw it all away like this?